Diamonds don't dim other diamonds. When diamonds get together, they all sparkle. None outshines the other. When we have some woman in our sphere that some of us have encountered that hurt us a lot, and we want to look at why and what are some of the signs that these women may have, so that if you're listening to me and you're that type of woman, you can get help. Because as a people, as a woman, we want to be empowered. We want to come up higher. We want to not only look glamorous on the outside, like diamonds, shining, sparkling, but we also want to look glamorous on the inside so that it can actually radiate. Because it doesn't matter how you look like. You could have on the latest of everything, but if your insides, how you display yourself, how you treat people is dark and ugly, you don't look good anymore. So we want the inside to radiate on the outside. I'm just thinking of one of my experiences working, coming out of college, and uh, having my first job and my degree, my major, and I was so excited. And then when I got there, there was this, I call this boss chick. And that lady was, and now that I look back, she was just miserable. She was so miserable that my coworker, who was a male, asked me, "What did you do to her? Do you owe her anything?" Because she treats you so bad. So I knew I wasn't losing my mind. And I didn't realize it at the time, being a young girl coming in. Some women feel intimidated. Some women feel like you're coming to take the crown, or you're coming to be better than them, or you're coming for whatever they're feeling. Instead of that supervisor or director, if that's you, honing in that person, grabbing that girl, that young girl, and embracing her and saying, "Let me show you the ropes, or let me show you what you can do better," instead of tearing her down, criticizing her, or taking all your anger or frustration or whatever you went through coming in. Because a lot of people went through a lot. Some people, to get where they are, a lot of females, as whoever they're, directors or supervisors or whatever position they have, some people went through a lot. And instead of using that gift, that the process that they went through to shine like a diamond, they use all the crushing and the hurt that they went through to get through this process, and they still not shining, to hurt other people. Instead of saying, "You know what, I'm going to mentor, or I'm going to lift her up. I'm not going to tear her down. I'm not going to make days miserable where she's going to leave." But some people, unfortunately, because of the brokenness inside, or they don't know how to do the right thing. So I'm here to talk about how to do the right thing, lady. If that's you, if you're that director, you're that supervisor, or you're in a position where you see someone come at another woman and 4 things occur in your body, your mind, your thoughts, it's time to get help. Number 1, anytime you see another woman coming around in your spirit, in your presence, and jealousy and envy and strife and the feelings of intimidation just comes into your thoughts, and you're not even thinking, it just rolls out of your thoughts, that's a sign number 1 that you have to work on yourself. You're not even sitting down thinking, but as soon as you see whatever's setting you in, whatever is in church, because it happens there too, whether you're on your job, whether you're in a store, and all of a sudden the feelings of insecurity, anger, jealousy, and you don't even know the person, or if you know the person, but anytime that comes in, it's time to, that's a red flag within you. Number 2, if your body starts to react. And what I say by it, some people, they get all flustered, they just start moving side to side. You know, us ladies, how we're very emotional. If that behavior presents itself when you see another woman who you think is more prettier than you, or she has a better shape than you, or she's more gifted than you, whatever it is, and anytime that person comes into your presence, you just begin to just act erratic. That's a red flag number 2. Red flag number 3. You begin to verbally display all your emotions. Some women, of course, have experienced this. They will say bad things in front of other people. They will shame you, bring you down, disgrace you. I call it public disgrace. Call you names, pick up something on your outfit or your hair, something to let people know that I don't like you. I don't like her. Because that is what they're saying. I don't like her, and I'm going to let it be known. So now your thoughts, your body language, and your mouth is now taking it to verbal action. That's a red flag number 3. Number 4, you begin to think some horrible thoughts. And this is serious because people have actually lost their jobs. They have been put out into this world because of people's thought process. So before it gets to number 5, you need to check yourself. That's number 4 is you're thinking some dark thoughts. You're thinking dark. You want to get rid of that person. Yes, your mind is saying, I need to get rid of her. I need to do something to make her life miserable. I need to. Red flag number 4. Red flag number 5. I pray that some of us don't get there, but a lot of us have because a lot of us women have experienced it. Number 5. You actually act out what you've been thinking. That's the most dangerous thing of them all to get to number 5. So some people have actually made people lost their job, lost their spouse, lost their boyfriend. And they, I could tell you stories, but it's not necessary. Destroy their work, destroy their schoolwork, stole something that belonged to them, tore up an item and gave it back. I mean, not self-sabotage, but sabotaging them, destroying them, seeking to. People have actually, one lady told me that a woman actually wrote a letter to her job to get her removed from her good position. Imagine that. Imagine you actually sit at a desk and write a letter and mail it to HR about a woman falsifying information because you hate her that much. And you don't think you need help? Let's think about that. So, ladies, if you are in any of those things that happen, and it happens all the time, it doesn't happen just to one woman you see. One is enough. But anytime you feel like you see women who are in your thoughts, you feel like, oh, she thinks she's better than me, or she looks better than me, and you want to think, it's automatic. You want to feel, you want to speak, and you want to act. I am encouraging you to seek help. Now, some of the reasons why you may behaving like that could be maybe at home right now you're not happy and you're thinking that person is probably living a better life than you. You don't know what nobody's going through. You just see them walking. You have no clue. That's why it's not good to envy anybody. You feeling that the person is probably living a better life than you, or you don't know. Or maybe you're not happy at home. You're not happy with your situation, and so you take out your anger on someone else. Maybe you're not happy with yourself. You've been trying to lose weight, or you want to have a certain look, or you desire to have that same look, but you don't have it, or you desire to have that same vehicle, the same clothing, the same position. Something is causing you not to be content with yourself to destroy somebody else. You may want that person's spouse, or maybe it's a childhood trauma. Most often that's what it is. Childhood trauma that needs to be dealt with. And you have no idea. You're just misbehaving. Most of those times, an adult woman was a younger bully. She's just a little girl who grew up and never was healed most of the time. If you study that person and you ask a lot of questions, you'll probably see either they were bullied and now they grew up being mean, and or something traumatic happened. Something traumatizing happened to them. And they're not healed. And now, for whatever reason, they're trying to make anybody that they come into their lives, whether they see them on the outside or they come into their presence, miserable. So, I wanted to leave you with these things. If that's you, I just want you to think about it. And think about how you can become empowered. What are some of the things that you can do that you think you need to do so that you could live a more peaceful and empowered life? Because it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of frowns. It takes a lot of energy to hate a person, to destroy a person. And to have that kind of position anytime you see another woman that's shining, like that's like glittering, like she's like a diamond, and you think you're a diamond too. You don't want her to outshine you, but you're not. You don't know that when all diamonds get together, they all shine together. So if you want to be that diamond that shines authentically, you know they got some diamonds that are not, they're cubic zirconia, but you want to be a real diamond. You want to really shine. You want to really glitter. You want to be bright. You got to do the work. You got to do the work. You can't. And you can tell with these ladies because they don't have peace. It's false peace. It's not real peace. It's the peace. Some of the ladies, the peace, maybe they wear it on the outside. They look really nice. They have, nice clothing. Some of them, most of them, or they have a nice car, or they aim to have this good position, or they have a lot of degrees, a lot of certificates, a lot of businesses. But inside, when they see another woman, they're ready to tear her apart. They're ready to tear her down. No inner peace. Because a true diamond allows the other diamond to shine. They don't tear her down. I'm definitely MJ. Be blessed.